You were sleeping last night at 11:59:59. The state's contract with Redflex Traffic Services expired. That means the speed cameras on valley freeways and the state highways now are inactive. It's the first time in years that they have not been taking people's photographs as they speed. And ABC 15's Steve Kuj is live right now to tell us exactly what that means for you. Steve?
Well, Michael, it basically means drivers like this guy right here are not going to get flashed anymore by cameras out on these roads. We're live on State Route 51. This camera, as you see, has been disabled. For the first time in years, it is no longer capturing the pictures of people who are driving by and speeding. That leaves a lot of big questions for Phoenix drivers. Let's get right to them here. For instance, what about all those traffic tickets people have piled up over the years? Well, you still have to pay them. Even if you got flashed yesterday, you still have to pay those tickets, even if you don't get that ticket in the mail for weeks to come. Next up, there's more than 36 fixed locations and 40 of these mobile locations that are now disabled, but this is only on the interstates and highways and state routes. The city cameras, like the ones over in downtown Tempe, Scottsdale, and others, they are still active and catching speeders who run red lights and more. Lastly here, or next up, Redflex will be removing these cameras over the next 3 months. Cost-free to the state, won't cost them anything. And I also spoke with ADOT. They tell me that will not be tying up traffic at all. And lastly, DPS, they will be keeping the number of officers on the roads and patrols same. That will be staying the exact same, even in the areas where those cameras were once active. I spoke to the DPS's Sergeant Kevin Wood. He tells me a little bit more, gives me a better picture about what is going on with DPS now these cameras are down. Will DPS enforcement or presence change in those locations that the cameras previously were in?
No, I don't think so, and I think that might be a misperception that your viewers may have as well. DPS officers in the Highway Patrol patrol the highway even where the cameras are. Speed is one facet of Title 28, which is the violations for traffic here in Arizona. Our officers have been patrolling the highways in Phoenix predominantly, where all of those photo radar cameras are, and they've still been enforcing traffic laws, including speeding and many others. So no, I don't think that'll change at all. We will still patrol the areas where the cameras are located like we've been doing since they've been up.
Now the cameras used to give drivers an 11-mile over the speed limit grace period. What is DPS's kind of response to that? Do you guys give the same grace period, or how do you judge speeders now?
The first part of your question is a real simple no. DPS does not give an 11 mile an hour over the maximum posted speed limit grace amount of miles per hour to exceed that speed limit. The officers that work the patrol and work the highways have discretion on when to stop different vehicles for different reasons, and they have discretion on when to write tickets and when not to. But there is no grace period like with the cameras.
Now, both the governor's office and Redflex, the people who actually own and operate the cameras, claim these cameras help make the roads a much safer place. So does that mean there's going to be more accidents and deaths on Arizona's highways and freeways now? Only time will tell, but you can count on ABC 15 to stay on top of this story and track those statistics for you in the coming months ahead. Live in Phoenix, I'm Steve Kuj, ABC 15 News.